light on. We're going to start talking here.
Look at this whole thing you put together. So this is all up to date?
Yes.
You saw those little Roseville players went. Roseville High School's 14-0. They won all their games, and they won their playoff games, and they're moving on and doing something. I'm like, wow, look at these guys. Seriously, to have an undefeated season is stoic in itself.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
All right, well, here, let's go ahead and do this thing here.
This is my hookup right here.
Right there.
This one.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bella Vista High School Stadium for another evening of lacrosse here on the BV Lacrosse YouTube channel. This time it's going to be more fun than, well, I was going to say more fun than competition, but that's not the case because it's definitely a competition going on. But it is the annual Oak Stick Classic between the boys and the girls, or as they have them on the scoreboard, the ladies and the boys. And they're gonna battle it out here with two 20-minute halves, as opposed to the rules that we normally play by. And we are also going to play under the rules that the girls play under. So no helmets and no pads and things like that unless you are the goalie. We are glad to have you along. I'm George Tharlson, and I am joined by the head coach of the boys lacrosse team here at Bella Vista High School, Paul Sanfilippo. Paul, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me, George. It's a pleasure to be out here.
And tell me, obviously, normally you would be down there on the sidelines, and so you don't need to be there tonight?
No, I don't. It's strictly coach yourself. These boys are just going to have to step up and be leaders. They've seen the bad side of this game, and they feel that any plan they put together hasn't worked. But today we're just going to let them run. If they do the things that they've been doing for the last few weeks, they should be ready to play and actually get a win out of this.
Now, you're obviously you spent the season coaching the boys lacrosse team. You are also very familiar with the girls game. You coach girls lacrosse as well.
I do.
So you're going to be able to give us some perspective on both sides here.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's interesting about the girls game is that, you know, their traditional play today looks very similar to what it was like for us boys, 4 decades ago playing. Pockets are similar in a lot of ways. The movements, I mean, yes, we did, crash into each other like the boys do today, but you just didn't have the ball control that the Sticks have today. So it'll be interesting for them to adjust. You can see them, they're out there trying to figure it out one shot at a time. So it's kind of exciting to see them play with these different sticks.
Now, we, of course, if you're familiar with what we've been doing this season, we have been following the boys team and live streaming several of the home games here. The boys finished off a run through the playoffs with a couple of victories over Folsom in overtime. That was quite the game. And then the rubber match against Rio Americano after splitting the regular season series, and a pretty convincing win in the playoffs on that Thursday afternoon.
Yes, and it was good for them. They finally put their composure together and kind of focused on just playing as a team. And it would have been nice to pick up a few more wins along the way, but progress is what we're looking for in any program, and that progression we saw at the last couple of weeks is exactly what the doctor ordered, so it was pretty fantastic.
And the last time we were on the air, we said goodbye to 6 players, which we're going to see 5 of them tonight. But
we are.
One of them, unfortunately, is injured. But when I say that, I mean the seniors. You've got a pretty good group here coming back next year.
Yeah, we do. And, it's pretty exciting to be around a team that's young. I think for where they played at the end of the year, very much fit the model for having freshmen and sophomores in starting positions. So, it was great all the way around. And, yeah, they have a lot of promise next year. You grow as a team, and, when you have 18 core kids coming back to play for you and playing together, that has a lot to say about the total team, looking forward.
And speaking of young teams, the girls team here at Bella Vista, also very young. I'm just quickly eyeballing the roster, and I see maybe 3 seniors who were honored at their senior night here. The leading scorer on the team, Regan Silvers, is a freshman. 59 goals this year, nearly 100 shots on goal. I'm guessing, I've not seen the girls team play, but it sure looks like their attack centers around her.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of great things about Regan. She's a multi-sport athlete and, highly sought after. To be at a 59% shooting percentage is pretty fantastic. You're to be shooting at that high. I don't think we have anyone on our team that even comes close to a percentage-wise to be able to shoot, almost 2 to 1. So that's excellent, and I can only imagine that getting better with her over time.
Regan Silvers scored in 14 of the 17 games for the Bella Vista girls team this year, and in each of the games she scored at least 2 goals. So very, very impressive for her. Paige Hackman, 23 goals, is second on the team, and also is a force on defense and caused 13 turnovers this season as well. So so that's the other name to watch out for Bella Vista. And then in goal is Elsie Ballard, 421 save percentage, and see her warming up there. So the goalies tonight, they do wear helmets.
Yes, they're fully padded, just like the boys are. That's for sure. The only difference is that no arm pads, no gloves, no shoulder pads, no chest pads. And a lot of that is to do just because the girls shoot the ball a little differently. There very much has to be a shooting lane there. And if you step into that lane, they will blow the whistle and allow a free shot. So, unlike the boys' game where we're shooting through traffic all the time, which obviously leaves the need to wear pads.
Okay, so the teams have gathered at midfield, and we are going to be getting this one underway here in just a few moments.
The boys and girls are getting their rundown on how this game is played. Much different than what the boys are experienced. It should be fun as the whistle continue to blows here probably in the first quarter, and they begin to settle down and try to figure out how to work within the rule system.
So we are just moments away from getting started. As I eyeball the boys team, you mentioned it's just entirely up to the teams that they're going to decide how they sub in and everything like that.
Yeah, they should be pretty accustomed to subbing on the fly. Having a small team this year. We really spoke about just next guy up. And guys being able to move through the lines and move through the positions freely, not be overcoached at the sideline and overcoached at the subs. They all knew their positions and their roles. So I expect them to flow pretty well tonight. They know the system pretty well. It'll be interesting to see when the subs do come out because boys never like to be subbed off the field. So I expect them to be a little less tolerant, but it'll be fun.
Now, this series has been going on for a few years, and I have not heard this officially, but my understanding is the girls have won the last 5?
I think it's 3. I'm not sure what the record is. I've just recently got informed this year that this is the 7th annual boys versus girls game, and Abby, who's the coach of the varsity program here and really helped start Bella Vista Girls Lacrosse, has every year come out and just sort of brought this together. We kind of looking to coin it as the Oak Stick Classic and really get our club program involved with this next year, which should be fun. And really just kind of bring that community effort and, cohesiveness that, this program needs, i.e. why we only have 3 or 4 seniors on each side that are graduating this year. So it's nice to see that, the new kids and new faces are coming in. And I do believe that the boys have struggled at beating the girls for the last few years, and surprisingly enough, they don't understand how hard this game is until they put a girl stick in their hand.
And so that's kind of the difference there. And Eddie, tell me the difference.
Well, the boys' game, and the stick pocket is deep enough where it really gives you a very fluid movement with the ball from both hands, from around the cage, even with contact. The girls' game, because there is no contact and the pockets are very tight, sometimes the ball is even hung higher in the stick than traditionally the boys see. It's a little bit more of a rigid play. So, if you don't sort of contort your body to protect the ball on the stick, the centrifugal force will just push the ball right out of the stick. So a lot more controlled, a lot more streamlined, less flexibility with the girl stick. And a lot more easy to be dislodged, just running down the field just due to the pocket depth.
So at this point, the players are at midfield, and it looks like they're kind of getting a rundown as well on what the expectations are, what the rules are for tonight.
Yeah, they're learning all the things they're not allowed to do with the stick, which is 180 degrees different from what they're used to. The checking is different. You can't check. You're not really checking from behind, not checking over the head, and they're really having to get face to face with the girls and play more of a defensive basketball style type of play than they're accustomed to. So they're learning all the things right now that they're not going to do, and hopefully figure out a way to defend against these girls tonight.
Okay, so we do see in the boys' game swiping down with the stick to hit the stick to knock the ball loose. That's still okay?
Yeah, it is within a certain radius. So for tonight's purposes, anything that's below the shoulder and above the waist is technically eligible for a stick check. All sticks checking has to be checking away from the body, so they don't want to see anyone with an upward check that could potentially lead to contact with the other player, so that will be blown. Any stick that's in the sphere is what they call it, so shoulder to shoulder around the head is completely unplayable. And the girls are really not allowed to drag the stick across their face and go from hand to hand, because it would encourage obviously a stick check. So that's something that's very different from what the boys do as far as moving with the stick. So yes, checking is very limited. You can only check the stick if the ball is in the stick. Unlike the boys game, like we can check sticks as the ball's in flight, preventing a catch, which you can't. The girls are allowed to catch the ball within flight. Any contact is an immediate whistle and immediate restart for the other team going in their direction.
Well, what a difference about 90 minutes makes. Right now we're mostly clear skies, a few clouds. It is very chilly. The wind is kicking up. But if we had started this game at 4 o'clock, it would have been really amazing to try and play in what was happening here at 4 o'clock with thunder and lightning and pouring rain. All hail broke loose, as I like to say.
They did.
But that's all cleared up, and we are ready to go for an evening of lacrosse. And the entire boys roster, JV and varsity, is suiting up for this game. The girls are fielding the varsity squad, and the instructions at midfield are complete, and we should be getting underway here in just a few moments.
Yes, this is exciting. There's some boys out there with some fancy shorts. I'm kind of excited.
Well, I admire the ones that are actually wearing shorts in this one, considering how cold it is. We can feel it up here with the wind kicking in. Okay, so I just heard a whistle, and again, one of the first things to notice with the boys team is, with the exception of the goalie, Lucian Weimer, number 48, the boys are not wearing helmets, and because that's the way it's done with the girls.
Mm-hmm. Yes, this is a standard stick check that they do before every game. In the boys game, we don't check sticks but once a quarter. They check after every goal is scored as well. So they're really making sure that those pocket depths are tight, and none of the boys are trying to loosen up those sticks and make them more traditionally like a boys stick.
Yeah, if you see in the lower left corner of your screen right now, the boys team is there is a stick check where they're dropping the ball in, and they're kind of holding it up a little bit, just so they're
making sure that they can actually see the ball above the stick, that it's not hanging too low. The depth of the pocket determines the legality of the stick. And you can see they check the roll to make sure that it properly rolls out. The boys sticks, these girls are going to see very quickly that the ball's not going to fall out.
All right, so the boys have taken the field. Jack Ellsworth at midfield right now. Kyler Simpson is on the field. I see a gathering troika in the offensive, or gathering quartet, I should say, in front of the goal, with Matthew Bunny and Josh Guerra, Mateo Polanco, and that's Joe Thomas, right?
Yeah, Joe Thomas out there.
That's Sorry, I'm a little bit of distance. I was looking for the number. I don't even see a number on his back.
No, he's got an old shooter shirt on or something. But so this is different for them. We play a 10-on-10. The girls play a 12v12. So an additional defender and attackman. And so we'll see how well the boys remember their formations and how do they adjust the fourth defender and attacker into this. So that's something different, and they've never taken a draw before, is what the girls call it, unlike our face-off at the X. So this will be something new for them to try for the first time.
So and I'm going to ask you questions too as I identify numbers that I don't recognize.
Sure.
And I see a number 33 on your team right there.
That would be Trent Whaley.
Okay, so that's Trent. He's wearing 33.
He's one of our seniors. And normally plays long stick for us, but he's out there with a short stick. Going to play some midi today, which is good.
Is there no long stick in the girls' game?
No long stick. Everything's short stick.
So Lucian Weimer will get the start and goal for Bella Vista, the boys' team, and Elsie Ballard will be in nets for the girls' team. The girls on our right there in black. The boys are in red. And you mentioned the nifty shorts. Joe Thomas is one of those that's sporting that, and we do not see his familiar number 9. So the guy with no number on his back is Joe Thomas.
Can't get enough of those red shorts.
When the lights come on, we'll see how they
how they
glare
shine
off of that.
I don't think we're going to get to lights tonight.
Okay, so when you talk about the draw versus the face-off. So what's going to happen with the draw?
So the way the draw is played, it's the sticks are held together between the hips and the shoulder blades, and they're required to move the ball forward. The ball must come out above the shoulders, and then after that, the ball is immediate playable. Once again, cannot check the stick before the ball enters. So they go for this free ball. The first one to the ball technically has rights to the ball, and so you kind of have to let her get it, or have to wait for her to obtain possession of it and try to check it away or play position after this. So you'll see it.
And now I'm going to need you to identify the one boys player that's wearing a white jersey.
That must be, is that Brandon Tebow out there?
Well, he's one of the guys that usually takes the face off.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's Brandon.
Okay.
And so that was a bad face, technically, because it didn't go above the shoulder. So they're going to blame the boys for an illegal face, and the girls now have the ball.
And here they come.
Right, so sticks are up. They're playing man-to-man, preventing her from entering the heart.
And Lucian Weimer gets a stick on the ball, and the boys' team controls.
I'm pretty sure that was an illegal defensive move for the boys, and she's going to get a free shot here right now.
So is this like a penalty kick?
It's like a penalty shot. Anything that happens outside of the 8mm mark, so the yellow line that's out there, or the blue line that's out there, the 8mm mark. So that defensive penalty happened inside the mark, so she has a free shot from here. Upon the whistle.
On the whistle. And she lines up, and Lucian Weimer makes the save. So here come the boys' team.
On the penalty shot.
And Guerra couldn't control it at midfield, so Bella Vista's girls' team will now take possession once again.
Well, it is much different watching the boys play out here without helmets on.
So here come the girls. Hackman. This is Silvers. Silvers has it knocked away, but she gets it back on the move. This is the freshman. Angles her way in. Picked up by the other number 12.
Yep,
That's
good
Kyler
positioning
Simpson.
all the way around.
Works all the way in. Save Lucian Weimer once again. And so Weimer will jog this one out. And here's Tebow.
Yes, with the fast break. Having trouble keeping the ball in his stick.
And he's got it back.
Possession, boys.
That one's a little too tall for Polanco, and that's going to go out of bounds. And so the girls' team will take possession once again. It is a 20-minute running clock, so the clock continues to run as the ball goes out of bounds. I suppose we would stop on injuries and timeouts, if there is a timeout.
Let's hope that there's no injuries.
Absolutely. So the girls team trying to build it out, and instead Bunny picks it up for the boys.
Pick up the turnover.
This is Matthew Bunny on the far side.
Looking to Joe Thomas.
A couple minutes in the game. This is Thomas. Had the overtime game winner against Folsom in the first round of the playoffs. Bunny was quite the scorer during the postseason as well. So Bunny will bring it to the X position.
Yep.
Loops it back out. Poole with a shot.
Scores!
I'm sorry, that's
not Poole. That's Miles.
That's Miles Hatfield. I'm sorry, I was expecting Poole, who normally wears 40. So Miles Hatfield with the goal, and the boys team takes a 1-0 lead. At 16:49 to go. So now I guess they're gonna we'll draw it again here.
We will.
That was rather interesting to watch that.
Well, you see a lot of similarity in the boys' game. So, we talk a lot about coming around the cage and feeding into the heart. It's a big part of how the girls play their game. So it'd be interesting if the boys understand the theme tonight and continue to draw and dump and get those opportunities right on the doorstep.
So here's Paige Hackman and Jack Ellsworth will face it off here. And that's even the wrong term. They're gonna draw.
Yes, for the draw.
And
what you're witnessing is a left-hander and a right-hander lining up together to take the draw. Boys win the draw.
And here is Ellsworth. Ellsworth has a little trouble with it, but he finally has it.
There you go.
Ellsworth had some heroics earlier this year with in the game against Del Oro. That was one of the 3 overtime winners for the boys team this year as the girls take control of the ball.
Yes, Jackson Ellsworth, a freshman, came up and earned a starting job right out of the gate, earned his way right into a starting face-off fogo for us. Worked his way into a man up and put ourselves in a position to actually win a few games with a man up goal. So that alone was very exciting to see.
So Trent Whaley fell over and Dazan tripped over him. And that was
a valiant effort to save a goal is what that was.
Well, he fell before she got there. You're saying that
found a way to drag her down.
Maybe he kind of fell a little accidentally on purpose.
Well, Trent has a bone to pick because he's definitely experienced the backside of this boy-girls game, and I wish nothing more for him to get a victory tonight.
So Dazan will take it from the right side. Her shot.
Oh, big save.
Another save by Lucian Weimer. So he has 2 saves tonight already.
More than
on
that,
those.
I think.
Well, just on those penalty shot
shots.
type things. And so there's a whistle near midfield, and it is going to be possession to the girls.
And if you notice, the boys, they're just beginning to realize that they don't have to. They can play to the 30-yard line, unlike the traditional boys game where they have to be at the 50-yard line. So. To Mateo alone, look, he's at the 50. He's afraid. Oh, he made it over.
Another save for Lucian Weaver just moments ago. The girls, and there's an interception there by Hayes Reed. Here goes Hayes.
Hayes looking good. Oh,
loses the ball.
Should have thrown it. Oh, he's got it back.
Hayes gets it back.
There we go. Next look. Excellent pass.
There we go. That's Joe Thomas.
Right,
Thomas
look.
Over to Polanco. Polanco scores. And he flips the stick. Is that
like the traditional girls game does?
So Polanco a goal with 13:24. I told you this was going to be fun tonight. Mateo Polanco, by the way, 45 goals on the season, regular season and playoffs. This season led the team, and the good news for you, Paul, is you got him back next year.
Yes. Mateo was a rising star all year out there. We leaned on him pretty hard, game in and game out, to contribute for us, and it was pretty exciting to see some of the things that he did this year. Definitely put together some highlight films for him for year end.
So 12:50, the clock is continuing to run as we have a running clock, 2 20-minute halves.
This is actually playing out to the boys' advantage because the less time on this field can almost be a benefit.
Hackman and Tebow to battle it here for the draw. Some substitutions now for the girls' team as well. Sammy Young coming into the game. And this one's controlled.
Draw.
Here comes the girls' team. Hackman all the way in. Save, Lucian Weimer. And the ball will go out of bounds on the far sideline.
Another save by the brick wall, Lucian Weimer.
The brick wall.
And since that's a shot, and Hayes Reed was closest, that should be possession to the boys' team.
Sure
is. That same rule?
Same rule.
Same rule. Okay, they're giving it to the girls.
Yes, when you have a senior goalie in net, I think there's a lot of pride on the table.
Nearly intercepted by Tebow.
Oh, great move.
Nice move.
Right.
In on goal. Shoot,
Okay.
score!
Great bounce shot.
Looked like it was a single number, like 8.
And the girls
Yeah,
are on the board.
Number 8, Danny Janeway.
Danny's a Fair Oaks lacrosse player, freshman starter, came up, been around the game for a while. Another multi-sport athlete who's out here contributing to the girls lacrosse program. It was a great goal.
And for Danny Janeway, 5 goals on the season. And she has not cut this lead in half as we approach 10:45 to go in the first half of play here. So they'll draw it off again at midfield. They always face the same way. Is there a reason?
Yeah, she's actually a left-handed, so she is facing up with her strong hand, and that puts both players on the same side of the line.
Another win by Hackman. Hackman on the right side. Hackman is angling her way in. She's picked up by Hayes Reed on the outside. They'll bring it back out. Here's DeZone again. DeZone being guarded very closely, forced out. Keeps the ball in possession here. And the fight now for the loose ball. Sweeping around, and it is picked up on the outside. That's Mallory Fitzhugh. Fitzhugh, right in the middle, brings it in on goal, and a whistle. What do we got here, Paul?
As she was attempting to go to the goal, the reach of the stick over the head, that's a stick in the sphere, a dangerous play. So they'll call the whistle instead of it following through and just award her the shot.
So
Penalty number 75 against the boys.
Because they just denied her a goal-scoring chance, she gets another shot at taking a shot at the goal.
So this is Mallory Fitzhugh. Weimer's saved 2 of these already tonight. There's the whistle. She comes in, and Tebow runs some interference. So I guess you can do that.
Yes, you're allowed to angle yourself in and create defense just like he did, causing her not to be able to take a shot, which would be a dangerous propel. And if she did, they would have to turn the ball over. It can also be carded.
In on goal. Here's a shot. Save, Lucian Weimer. Looks like Presley Rocker Hooper with the shot there for the girls' team. Ball out of bounds, and it looks like Bella Vista's boys' team will take possession.
Nice move, doesn't pay off. Going to be boys' ball.
Oh, and the traditional have it up the field, and let's go get it.
And this is a bouncing ball. Can they save it from going out? Nice play by Polanco. Bunny has it. Bunny drops it, gets it back. The different sticks are probably having something to do with the number of ball drops. Centering pass for Joe Thomas. And that one goes off a little too high.
Yes, but that is what you want to do. Feed the heart. Have these guys cut through. Got to catch that ball and cradle it just once to get it in the stick, or it will shoot over the net
Polanco
like
was in
that.
position. He works his way around, and he tries a spinning shot that will go long. Bunny had the position again, so Bella Vista keeps control of the ball.
Yep. And like I said, those high pockets are very different. The cradle needs to be there. Very unforgiving. And the boys are finding out. That's why they're missing it over the goal today.
Sticks are up. Here's Bunny.
Looking. Cutting through.
That's a nice pass to Joe Thomas. Thomas now.
Drop the ball. Oh, it looks like it's going to be turned over.
Loose ball on the edge here. The fight for it, and the girls control. 7:16 to go. We've got a whistle as the ball came loose.
You know, there was a check over the head, so it's a dangerous check. And
So
as you could see how he's trying to get himself in front of her. Now he's able to play position on her because he turned her. Right?
This is Regan Silvers.
And so look, he thinks he's offsides, and he's trying to run back to the 50-yard line.
Because
but
that's what he's used
right.
to. Yeah,
and he's like,
exactly.
oh no, that's not right. Look, he's questioning. Where can I go, coach? Oh, look.
Son
look.
kicks it back to the outside.
Here comes
Here's
Danny.
an attack. Danny Janeway. This one.
Good look. Good look.
Back
right
from,
now, someone should be cutting.
Back from behind here. They'll bring it back out. It's like Yanez. Chloe Yanez brings her way in. Here's a shot.
Nice shot.
Score!
Is that? I think that's Harley Miller. Is it not?
Goal for the ladies.
Where's that
Was
13?
that- was that
Number 10,
eight?
Chloe Yanez.
It was Chloe Yanez, number
Oh,
10.
yeah.
She ties the score. So the boys jumped out to the early lead, and the girls have the last two. We've got 6:08 to go in the first half of play. We are all even at 2. Substitutions now coming on for Bella Vista.
That's
the
good.
boys. Will Victorin.
Yes, Will came on. Thomas Lonnie.
Joe Thomas coming off, and Kyler Simpson coming off. Looks like they're going to trade sticks here.
If the boys realize that they outnumber the girls 2-1, they should just be running nonstop against these girls.
The girls have 3 subs.
They do. They're midfield. That's it.
That's what I see. And again, this is 12 on 12 as opposed to 10 on 10.
That is correct.
So 5:10 to go in the first half of play.
It's a crucial draw.
And the loose ball.
Boys are in chase. Austin Mosley.
Mosley has it behind him. They
Try
try to scoop it up. Mosley and Victorin were the ones that were battling it out. Here's Tiffany Morrissey. And now Dazan. Dazan double teamed. Spin move. Dazan in on goal.
Caitlin's been trying all night.
And here's another
Great
shot.
Great
saved
save
by Lucian Weimer.
You see how the over cradle, the boys drop the ball every time. You know, just can't get a feel for the ball in the stick.
Girls back in possession.
Good slide, good double coverage there. Better watch out for Danny. She's going to get loose.
Back behind the net. Mallory Fitzhugh.
Look for the cutters through the heart. No one.
Here's Yanez, the goal scorer just moments ago. Nice bright orange shoes.
I think there was a whistle on the field.
There's some activity at midfield, so they continue to pass.
Looks like the girls are awarded another penalty shot. Oh no, but outside. Yes.
Silvers is taking the ball behind the net.
Right. Wasn't in a scoring position, so outside.
That's Hackman, I'm sorry. That's Hackman with the ball.
Brenner gave her 10 yards. Good position. She stays with
in
it.
front,
Good
here's the shot and save, Lucian Weimer.
Oh, here we go.
Long pass trying to find Bunny.
Mateo. Just allowing these girls to field.
Here come the girls
She's going
team
for
again.
The run. She's
Tebow's right there. And a whistle. I am getting the feeling that there is a lot of confusion about how
Yes.
you can play defense.
You can, right? So what the boys need to recognize is that they can anchor themselves outside of the 8 mm mark and prevent the attacker from entering, but they cannot be inside the 8 mm mark waiting for the attacker to come in. At that point, she has a right to shoot, and you're technically blocking.
Sharp angle for Paige Martin right here. Weimer positioning himself in goal. She attacks, brings it in. Here's the shot.
Oh.
Deflected wide.
Wide.
That's 3 of those penalty shots that Weimer has saved. 2:09 to go. Clock continuing to run. It is a running clock. We are all square at two apiece. And the boys are going to have possession here. It's Tebow. There's the long pass kind of into
There's
traffic.
Mateo.
Bouncing ball, but there's Mateo
All the
Polanco.
way.
Polanco in on goal. Polanco, he'll take the shot,
Oh,
and it just goes over the
missed.
top of the goal. Maybe he got a little too close there. And it looks like the boys control.
Yep. Backed up the shot.
Brings it to the outside now. This is Bunny.
Matthew needs to do something with this.
Matthew Bunny.
He's not sure.
He's got
How-
Victorin behind him. Bunny goes out, comes back in, over to Tebow.
There's Will.
Here's Victorin. Can't control. Loose ball. Ellsworth is there. Here's Jackson Ellsworth. It's just really difficult with the different sticks, isn't it?
It is. You can never stop cradling. You always have to know where the ball is in on the pocket at all time. The boys, you hang your stick a lot with the illusion, but
Morrissey had the ball, and Bunny took a swipe at the stick, and this is what we were talking about at the beginning. So it's where the stick is that
it's
allows
how he
it.
approached the stick, because he chose to go up over their head and come down and check the stick. You're putting the head in danger, which would cause it to be an illegal check.
Back behind the X,
Oh, makes the move. Hits the side of the net.
and a loose ball is going to be picked up by Lucian Weimer. So,
15 seconds on the clock.
and Lucian's going to try and
for
take it himself. He's got 1 goal already this season. 10 seconds to go. Weimer on the move.
You know
Weimer with a full head of steam. Looking for Polanco. Loose ball. It's picked up by Bunny. And now Ballard has it,
Halftime.
who then sends it wide. We have come to the end of the first half of play here at Bella Vista High School. Very entertaining first half between the boys and the girls here. It is a 2-2 tie. Goals in the game, the first 2 scored by the boys. Miles Hatfield finds the back of the net. It's right around the 17-minute mark, 3 minutes into the game. And then about 3 minutes later, Mateo Polanco with the goal. And then the girls' team found the net. Danny Janeway, with about 11 minutes to go, brought us to 2-1. And then Chloe Yanez at 6:08 with the second goal of the game. So it's anybody's contest. Now this is for the Oak Stick. This is the Oak Stick Classic. I do have to. I mean, we got a long way to go here, but
We do.
Would we play overtime?
We would. It would
Okay.
be a golden goal. They would
Okay.
play sudden death.
All right, so it's we're at halftime. We're going to go ahead and take a little bit of a break. We'll keep the live stream right where it is, and we will be back in a few minutes to bring you the second half of play. It is 2-2, the boys and the girls here at Bella Vista.
All right.
That was quick.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the 20 minutes running time,
Yeah.
you know.
Those girls' numbers are hard to read.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the only one having trouble. So, the old broadcaster's trick. Yanez, she's wearing black pants as opposed to shorts. So that's one thing to look for.
Cleats, too. Like Danny has the orange cleats.
Oh, that's right.
That
Yeah.
yours?
Oh, yeah. With the orange shoes. Yeah, that's something to look for. I think I see a 22 that's also wearing. That's Autumn Shannon. few things that we can look for.
Yeah.
And it looks like Silvers is wearing a helmet. So
Yeah.
Paige Silvers is wearing a helmet. And then there's somebody else there that has goggles. So, Sienna Demucha, I think. It's at 300. So this is, I'm guessing that the reason that the boys team has struggled is probably the sticks and just, it's such a different game than what they're used to playing.
It is, and I could have literally practiced them yesterday. And what they're doing right now is basically replicating our game plan, right? Our transition, move the ball up the field, run the fast break, right? You know, that's where we got both our goals. They got a little settled offense goals. You know, the only reason why they don't have more points on the board is because those sticks are difficult. Look, Mateo, how many goals went over the net? Mateo has 2 or 3, right? It's just
and Joe had one as well.
Right,
Yeah.
the ball comes out a little bit quicker. You know, it's not really made to, you know, wind up and crank like we do with boys. It's really just push shot, right? So they're winding up and the ball's coming out early and it's missing the cage versus just pushing it into the net, right? Like you saw all the girls' goals, they just drove right down, picked a spot, bounced it in, right? Boys feel like they need to blast it through the net at 90 miles an hour, so they put all this energy into the ball, and the stick is not built to hold that ball in there, right? So that's why the balls are flying all out. Even when they're making passes, they're hanging their stick, the ball's rolling right out on it, right? So
yeah, and I'm really noticing a lot, even just when they're not even contested, they're running with the ball and they lose it. That's something that did not happen that often during the regular season.
Like they feel literally like they just picked up a stick for the first time and played the game for the first time. Yeah, so there is a lot of that. The boys, it's like anything, like, you know, you look at Nick right now running around. He's starting to feel the centrifugal force, but Will, same thing. Like, they hang the stick, they don't realize the ball's going to roll out, and it does. All the girls play from the ear, right, where the boys play from the back. So when you play from the ear right here, the ball stays in because the face of the ball is always there. Boys want to hang that stick and protect that stick, and that's where the game changes, right?
Okay. I'd like to see Nick get in the game.
Exactly. That's Coach Taylor. He's down there. He's letting all the seniors play.
So he's managing the substitutions?
Yeah, he's down there. Katie's down there. Well, yeah, Joe made it out. He's walking around with his cast. That's a good sign.
Oh, okay. The other white shirt?
Yeah, that's Joe right there. Sending arm. Right.
That was such a bummer.
I know. But, you know, it was. It really opened up. It changed the team a little bit.
Joey, do not go on that field.
All little people down there. This little girl right here, I've known since she was 5 years old. She played soccer for me all the way. She picked up the lacrosse stick for the first time this year.
Okay.
Newly converted lacrosse player.
Okay. Boy, they're very energetic. They're all grouped around. We got some of the boys that are playing, and some of them are just kind of hanging out on the sideline. Called Gamboni's name.
Has he been out there?
I don't know that he's been out there. Gotta get the seniors out there.
I know, I saw him walking in, and then that's it. Well, there's 2. Where's Josh? Yeah, his house was up there, but where's John?
Right there with the gray.
3. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
But I don't remember seeing him. I mean, the names that I called a lot.
He's paid his dues.
Yeah.
He won his Group C championship.
Is he the valedictorian? Or
What else did you announce? The valedictorian? What other championships did you remember?
There was like there were some like
It's
letters.
A 3-time champion.
Yeah.
And valedictorian.
And I'm wondering, is he the Bella Vista valedictorian, or was he like his 8th grade valedictorian?
I know.
It didn't say specifically.
I know. I wanted to go back and watch the tape and find out what he was a 3-time champion.
All right,
So
here
did
we
you hear
go.
that, Coach? 2-time champ. I'm like, of what?
All right, we're going to get ready to start the second half of play. 20 minutes on the clock. We will play overtime if it's tied. But it's time now to see if the second half is just as entertaining. So this is kind of a fun way to end the season.
It is. And with traditional boys lacrosse fashion, we may just potentially be in a tie and have to go to overtime today, which...
Well, you got a lot of experience with that.
They do. They kind of like to bring it right to the end and crank up the drama.
All right, so the clock has expired and they put the 20 minutes on the clock. There are players on the field now.
Yes, we do see some subs. We see some new faces out there.
And the teams will switch sides and attack in the other direction.
Right. Ace is out on the field on defense. Kyler. Got Nico back there. And Ryland showing his face. First time lacrosse this year. Defenseman came in. Pretty exciting to convert a senior. Watch him play a full season.
Thomas Lonnie had an impressive freshman year for the JV team this year.
Yeah, played a little varsity.
He did.
Really owned that left side for us, throughout the year until Giancarlo got his Canadian right hand down and started picking those corners off and just took over that spot.
All right, so the battle at midfield now for the draw. Hackman and Whaley will battle it out this time. See some other subs out there. Nick Thorolson is on the field as well. And I see a number 6, which was Sampaniero's number.
Yeah, Joe's out on the field.
Oh, he's actually out on the field.
Yes.
Okay, how about that?
Girls got the draw.
Bringing in on the
goal.
goal.
Good move on Ace.
This is Hackman.
Trying to get in there, find a shot, find a shooting lane.
Some nice defense and interference there by Thorolson and Whaley both. Here's DeZon.
Boys doing a good job of keeping their feet on the 8, keeping the girls out.
This is Caitlin DeZon. Hackman once again. Hackman.
Blue
right
pass
out in front.
rally, but right into a triple team. Oh, bad
And
pass.
the pass goes. It's going to roll as they're probably going to be able to track that one down.
They are. Girls ball.
And this is Morgan.
Good drive right
Morgan
in.
on goal. Save.
Ooh,
Lucian Weimer. And Lucian Weimer looks like he chased that one down for possession.
Yes, definitely did.
And speaking of that, he made a key move like that in the game against Folsom, because it was that play where he chased it down and secured possession for you that set up the big pass to Joe in that game-winning goal. Here's Thorolson.
Trying to get a hold of that ball, runs into traffic.
Tried that same one-handed grab that he had against Rio Americano in the playoffs. Here's Morgan again.
Good check, good check.
Morgan out front. Posehn was there.
Oh, good check. Track that
ball.
down.
Whaley
Looks
had a
like Red
chance at
trying.
it.
Boys trying to get control. Oh, there we
All
go.
on the ground. Here they go.
Yeah,
That's
smart.
Posehn. Nico Posehn.
That's right, just
on the
run with
angle.
it. Oh.
Nico Posehn, make Dad proud. He's not here tonight. And the girls control.
Turnover. Yes. Check up in the spear.
And the girls have it.
Clear penalty on the
And that
board.
number 26 is our JV and varsity goalie this year, River.
River Kinley getting some field time. He played a little field time when Chase Jones was in goal. I think the first game that Chase played.
Yes. I try to get these guys out of their bubble this year and get him out there playing a little defense is
Here's
always
Hoop.
healthy.
Hoop sends it over to Thorolson.
Thorolson making a good move.
In on goal. Oh, he lost the ball. Loose on the ground.
Oh, whistle. They're going to say that she technically came through and was in the shooting
Oh,
lane. Is going to get a free
good.
shot.
So Nick Thorolson should get a free shot here.
All Nick
we'll
has
see.
to do is place that bounce shot right in the corner, and we should take the lead.
So he will have it just to the right side. 16:59 to go. Thorolson will line it up on the right. Elsie Ballard, the goalie, one-on-one here.
Less is more. Hopefully he doesn't try to overthink it, overshoot it.
Wait for the whistle. In on goal.
Good
shot
shot.
scores! Nick Thorolson from the
Goal
angle
for the
right
boys,
side.
Nick Thorolson.
And he puts Bella Vista's boys team back out in front. So that coming with about 16 and a half to go here in the second half. That's the first time we've seen one of those penalty shots converted this evening.
First time for the boys.
Is Nick going to take the draw here? That's what it looks like.
It is. Look, and
Well.
the boys want to get on so bad in some, but that nobody wants to come off the field.
So it'll be Thorolson and Hackman. Again, they're taking the time to explain. All the while, the clock is continuing to run. Okay. There's the ball in the air.
Girls maintain
And
possession.
the girls control. Here's Hackman
Oh.
in on goal, right on Lucian
Ooh,
Weaver.
off
Another
the
shot
puck.
and save.
Right off the sidebar. Boys have control.
Whaley controls back. It goes to Weimer. Weimer with the long pass downfield.
Boys trying to scoop with one hand.
And it looks like Victorin struggling with it. Still loose. So what you're saying is that you got to use two hands with these sticks.
The girls are known to use one hand to scoop. It's just a different feel in the pocket.
And they're more used to the type of stick that's being used.
Right.
Victorin picks it up.
But
Victorin
make that
has
pass.
some help. Sends it
Sees
over
it
to
to
the right
River.
side.
Good
River
catch.
Kinley. Kinley
Oh.
closed off. They'll bring it back out.
Good
Caden
look.
Hook.
Oh, dropped the ball. Girls moving it up.
Long pass out front, and Whaley's going to control it for Villa Vista. Slips on the wet turf. But
'Cause
he's
he's-
right there to pick it back up.
Because he's got to wear the Chuck Taylors tonight.
Get some cleats. And there's
Good
Mason.
pass to
There's Mason
Ryland.
Poole, by the way, 24. Here's Ryland Bergen.
Yep, good look. Next look. Oh, lose the ball.
There's a great story you told about Ryland Bergen when he joined the team. We'll get to that in a second. Here's Silvers.
Oh, yes.
Silvers, and she was checked from behind.
Yeah,
and
over the
whistle
head.
blew. Over the head. This is outside the penalty area, though, right?
Seems like a pretty questionable penalty call on the boys there.
What the boys don't realize is that they're once the
We're going to let it
whistle,
stand.
once the penalty is acknowledged, there's a quick start in girls lacrosse. So as soon as you pick up the ball, you don't have to wait for the whistle. You're ready to go if it's a non-technical foul. And so she just proceeded on, took the shot without them being prepared to defend it.
Now, do we have the same penalties that we have in boys, where you could get a 2-minute or a 30-second penalty? Okay.
Well, we do. I mean, the technical penalties can rack up. There's a 30-second and a minute. They have a card system that they use as their play becomes dangerous, whether it's a dangerous shot or a check towards the head. They can experience man down for a minute or 2 minutes, or even an expulsion from the game.
So we're going to have a draw at midfield. There was no goal scored or anything.
That was
like
a goal. That was a goal scored. So that was what I was commenting on. It's in girls lacrosse, when the penalty is awarded, you can pick up the ball, fast restart. You don't.
Okay.
It's not restarted by the ref. So you immediately can advance the ball and shoot, which she did and scored.
And so that would be Silvers that got the goal.
And the boys are waiting for the whistle to start the game or start the progression of the next play, because that's how the boys' game is played. So as they sat there waiting for the whistle, the girls just walked right in and scored.
So it is a 3-3 tie. Well, thank you for that clarification. I thought that they had stopped play.
No, the girls' game is really about continuing the play and not stopping the play, even though there seems to be a lot of whistles in the girls' game. But they immediately have the right to advance the ball after a foul has been committed or any infraction. So they're going to redraw, the ref showing that it has to go up over the shoulders.
And you're going to have to tell me who 16 is.
I think that's Zachariah.
Oh, okay. So he's back. He missed a few games. Okay. So that's Zach Taya. And he will draw it off here. 10:47 to go. It is a 3-3 tie. Loose ball.
Girls obtain ground ball. Have possession.
And here they come, bringing it in. Get by a couple of defenders, going wide. Closed off there. Alonzo ran some interference. Bringing it down on goal. There's the shot.
Save.
Loose ball. Weimer will pick it up.
Oh,
Outlet
stole.
pass is taken away, or almost taken away. Scooping around. And now Dazan has it.
I think Lucian just likes playing goal, so he throws it back to them to see if they can score again.
There's another shot.
Oh,
Score!
good
Caitlin
shot.
Dazan with her second goal of the game.
Number 5, Caitlin Dazan.
So that comes with about 10 minutes to go.
Pushes the girls up by 1.
And the girls now have that 4-3 lead.
Oh, I expect the substitutions to come now for the boys as they feel the pressure.
Well, you know they don't want to lose. So Tabler's coming in now for his specialty, although it's not what he's normally used to when he takes a face-off.
Tabler, also a first-time Laxer this year, came out, played JV, became a Fogo for us, put in a few goals, had a 2-goal game for us this year. It was pretty amazing to see a new athlete come into the sport and have a lot of success.
And also became quite the face-off specialist.
Absolutely. Really allowed us to draw upon some skill sets that were on the JV program and bring them up to the varsity. And, you know, Tabler stepped right in and kind of assumed the role and took the starting job on and performed amazing.
All right, so they're going to battle it out here on the face-off. The girls with their first lead of the game.
This could be the beginning of the end tonight, George.
Well, we saw a lot of the main players like Polanco and Bunny play in the first half. They're on the bench here in the second half.
Oh, good face-off for the girls.
And they do control.
Danny has possession.
This is
She's
Janeway.
going.
Janeway in on goal.
Good
Here
shot.
takes a shot.
Great
Save. Lucian
save.
Weimer. Loose ball picked up by Dazan. 2 goals tonight already. Looking for number 3. The ball
Ooh.
comes loose. And it will
Still ground ball.
be
Girls have
picked
it.
up on the outside. This is Silvers once again. Approaching 8 minutes to go. Regan Silvers. She's going to angle her way in. Out in front. And the ball goes straight down and into the net of Lucian Weimer. He'll fling this one long once again. He's looking for Hayes Reed. Bouncing ball, controlled by the girls.
There's Joe hanging out with in the goal.
Oh, Joe's playing goal now.
Well, they parked him on the crease because they're hoping to get him a ball so that he can score a goal right there on the doorstep.
So we have a stick contact here. And the girls are going to
maintain possession.
Maintain possession here. This is Paige Martin. Gara is sneaking up behind her. Here's Martin angling in.
Good
right
moves.
in on Tabler. Gets by. Closed off. Brings it to the back of the net. Martin tries to send it out in front. She finds her teammate and a shot and a score.
Goal for the ladies. Number 16, Paige Hackman.
And that's Paige Hackman that gets that goal, her first of the game, and it's now a 2-goal lead for the girls.
Well, the girls have controlled the face-off the last two. That gave them possession and 2 goals back-to-back. The boys are in desperate need right now.
We have not seen much of the boys team attack here in this second half.
We have not. It's been all girls from the face-off on. So the boys are going to have to learn how to clear this ball tonight. This throwing it down the field and turning it over back to the girls is not the key to success.
So the face-off with about 6:20 to go. Girls up by 2.
Jack wins the face-off.
Here comes Ellsworth, just like we talked about. Ellsworth on the move.
Ball down.
Lost control of it. He's able to...
can't seem to get it back in.
He finally does pick it up. Sends it over to Reed. We've got a whistle. So the girls are going to take possession here.
Look, the boys, once again, I'm not sure if they're offsides. Oh, exactly what they needed. Turnover. Back to Ellsworth.
Ellsworth has it.
He'll
send it over to Reed.
He had to look in the stick to make sure it was still
Reed,
there.
Long pass comes over to the far side. And again, just like you were talking about, that one just got too much air under it.
Well, they're trying to feed Joe on the crease to get his first and only goal as a senior.
And you know that Sampagnaro doesn't really have much mobility
No.
with that injury.
They're just posting him on the crease. They said, don't worry, Joe, we'll get it to you.
Hopefully that will work for him. Here's Hackman.
That was good. That was good. Good.
Hackman.
Good ride. Oh.
She gets by both of them.
Buddy is not sure what more he could do.
On Kyler Simpson.
Still has
Hackman's
possession
still there.
in the heart.
She's got the ball still, is taking this one virtually coast to coast. And Lucian Weimer finally scoops this one away. Another long pass downfield. Can Hayes Reed catch it? He does. Hayes Reed on the move.
To the goal,
Hayes Reed, 2 defenders. Reed in on goal. His shot scores! So a goal for Hayes Reed.
The boys, number 5, Hayes Reed.
At 5:59, it is now 5-4.
Hayes Reed, attackman turned defender. Still trying to live out his glory days, getting goals out there as an attackman.
He did scored a goal against Lincoln.
He did, and that has started an itch. He's already told me next year he's ready to play attack again and retire the long pole, so we'll see how that goes.
All right, 5-4 is the score now in favor of the girls.
Like I said, it's face-off wins, right? Face-off wins start the transition. The boys want to get back in it now. This face-off is important.
So Tebow will take the face-off. Gara is out there now. Bunny, Joe Thomas is on the field.
Yep, they got the scoring squad out on the attack now.
And do we finally have a Carlo Gamboni sighting?
No, that's 31. Isn't it Anthony?
I'm seeing right down here about the 15-yard line on football. I'm sorry, that's Polanco.
Yeah.
Sorry. Girls win the draw. And they'll bring it moving left to right.
Good hustle.
Good movement. Floating pass to Dazan. Dazan double teamed.
They cannot afford a goal here. Great double team. Oh, we're not sure what that whistle was.
And that Trent Sheridan there had the defense. He's going to line up outside, so it looks like a shot here from the angle.
Yeah, she
for
just has
Dazan.
it outside.
Or she just brings it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Right
good
out
move,
in front.
Good turn. She's
Looking
gonna
for the
turn
hat
and
trick.
shoot. Oh.
And
it was
Lucian
checked
Weimer picks
away.
up.
Yep.
5.5 to go.
This is
Weimer, he's
important.
going to jog this one out.
He's got to be smart. It's got to be all boys lacrosse from here. Get this game tied up.
Lucian Weimer on the move. Guerra. Weimer stays up.
Oh, she was out of that net. Josh sees it. Good move to
Here's
Josh.
Guerra in on goal. That one's a little
Oh.
too high. Weimer might want to. So who had
It's boys'
position?
ball.
Okay, so and Weimer's still staying on.
There
the
goes
plus side
Mateo
of
to the
50.
goal.
Polanco in
There
on
it
goal,
is.
scores!
There it is.
Mateo Polanco, second goal of the game, and we are tied.
Goal for the boys, Mateo Polanco. Got all the celebrations worked out today.
So 4:40 to go, and we are all even once again. So yeah, they brought the goal scorers back in. This is serious business now. Bragging rights on campus, on the line. Taya is coming off, and Matthew Bunny is making his way back on.
Coming in at the midfield slot. Largely an attackman for us this year.
Hackman has taken all the face-offs this evening for the girls' team. The boys have rotated. Tebow will set up this time.
With all this time to get this face-off, this may be the last possession of the game.
They're taking a long time. So some movement and some coaching going on about who should be where.
The girls very concerned about the boys starting a fast break, putting two defenders down there to try to get the ball. Look, up, girls got
Here
ball.
come, the girls have controlled. This is Martin. Martin with the ball. Good defense by Bunny.
Good defense.
And Bunny's able to scoop that one up. Got to make sure that he keeps control of it. And he doesn't.
Yeah.
So
He
here's
thinks it's a
Silvers.
boy. Right.
And a whistle.
She's going to get a shooting.
She's
A
gonna
water
get a
shot,
shot.
yep.
Okay. This
Trent.
is a big one.
Trent stepped into her path, preventing her from being able to advance to the goal.
This is Regan Silvers, the leading scorer on the team, 59 goals in the regular season, going one-on-one against Lucian Weimer, the freshman against the senior.
Lucian's going to come up big. He's ready. He's given up a lot of that goal.
For the lead.
Oh, she goes for it.
And
Oh,
Weimer does come up big.
good position.
And he'll float this one out.
Oh no, girls are there. Oh, see, got to run to it.
And
Oh, Nick.
Tharlson. Tharlson
going.
has it. In on goal. Tharlson straight ahead. Lining up. Oh, he just couldn't control it.
Oh no, he's gonna get a free.
He's
shot.
going to get another
He
one.
is, and the goalie comes out to contest.
And L.C. Ballard
And
not
no.
happy with this call.
That's going to be a penalty on the girls.
Oh,
They are
and
not
Nick's
free.
gonna get another shot.
All right.
A chance to be a hero twice tonight.
And this would give the boys team the lead, and he is straight on. Under 2 minutes to go. The clock has temporarily stopped.
Well, that was nice of us.
We're waiting for the whistle. For the lead, Nicholas
No!
Larzo, he floats it too hard.
No. And the girls do an excellent job backing up the
Boys
cage.
don't make much of that penalty. Girls ball.
So the girls will get the ball.
There's the illusion that you're just going to wind up and crank that shot instead of run to the goal and shoot.
So 1:57 to go.
For all the marbles. Girls are going to use the clear.
And the boys are running all kinds of interference here, trying to get it back. 1:47 to go. Tie
Oh,
ball
good
game.
move. Good swim dodge.
That was a great move.
She's
That's
turning, using both
Sammy
hands.
Young.
Excellent.
Sammy Young still weaving her way through, and a whistle.
Got to stay with her. They're going to forget.
Brings it forward. The
Oh,
pass.
good catch.
Silvers trying to make her way through, and that
Oh.
shot goes wide, and we've got the whistle in the zone again.
Penalty awarded to the girls.
So 1:26 to
Big
go,
surprise. Penalty on the boys.
and this is another opportunity for the girls to take the lead.
Well, it's typical boys fashion to be tied with 1:20 left on the clock in the final moments of the game.
So Lucian Weimer has faced a lot of these tonight, something he didn't face during the regular season.
This could be a make it or break it moment.
Silver's lining up straight shot.
And you can see the intensity on the bench as the boys are getting closer and closer to the field.
Silver's in,
Turns.
tries the shot,
Oh, goes
and
in.
it goes in, scores! Paige Silver, Regan Silvers,
Goal for the girls.
puts that one
Number
out,
12,
puts the
Regan
girls
Silver.
back in front again.
The boys put out their top face-off expert, Jackson Ellsworth. He's been very successful at winning these. This could be potential. Well, George, if the girls win this face-off here, I would like to think that the boys are going down.
Well, this is critical at 1:25 to go in the ball game. It is amazing the different style of game that you have to adjust to. So Ellsworth and Hackman will battle it out at the draw.
I was like, hey, wait, oh my God.
Loose ball.
Oh, girls get
Girls do
possession.
control.
They just need to keep possession.
We'll see if they can just wind the clock down or maybe go up by 2. She is forced all the way down, brings it back out.
Oh, tries to
Ball
run
is
through.
loose. Fight for it. Bunny comes up with it for the boys.
Under 60 seconds, I'm sure.
So it's a minute to go as of right now. Bunny through a double team. Bunny's angling his
He's
way,
feeling it.
using his speed.
He's
Matthew
feeling it.
Bunny is a quick.
Oh, try to be a hero.
Loose ball on the ground.
Trying to be a hero.
Tries to be the hero. Who's going to come up with it here?
Make
Loose
the
ball.
pass.
Hayes
Gotta make
Reed
the
has
pass.
it. He's got a goal already. We're in the final minute of play.
Jack's wide
38
open.
seconds.
Jack with the catch.
Jack Ellsworth. That shot
Oh.
goes high. Mateo Polanco had the position. They do stop the clock.
All they needed is a bounce shot.
So Polanco will bring it in.
Good move by Polanco. This could
Polanco
be the
brings it in.
moment.
Polanco, the shot
Oh,
goes
just
wide.
wide.
Controlled by Reed. Reed
Oh,
out front,
hey.
deflected. He's got it. Now
Oh,
he just flips
like-
it over. Ball is loose in front.
Traditional Hayes style.
Kicked out, and it's picked up by Polanco.
22
20
seconds.
seconds to go. Polanco will bring it in.
Oh,
Tries
threw
a
it right
little
in
flick
the
shot.
goal.
Great save.
But no, nobody wants to shoot to the ground.
And the clock continuing to run now. 6 seconds to go at the running clock. Ballard's just going to hold the ball, let the clock run out, and this game is over. So a very entertaining Oak Stick Classic tonight, and the girls keep the winning streak alive as they take the boys down by a score of 6-5.
For all these players.
Oh, what a night.
What a night to celebrate lacrosse. What a night to celebrate these two teams. And for the returning players for the Bella Vista boys team, a major chip is going to be on their shoulder for the next 12 months.
Till they meet again.
Till they meet again. Well, this was a lot of fun tonight. And we have brought this one to a close. The girls have taken out the boys 6-5 in the Oak Stick Classic. And the girls team with their cheer at the end.
Yep.
And the boys, we heard the good game girls there as well. So a lot of fun. And there's probably going to be a lot of trash talking on campus tomorrow.
There will be. And it brought a lot of smiles to everyone's face tonight. Well, thanks for being with us tonight. We can have a great season and wish all these graduates a lot of success as they move on in the future.
Absolutely. So the graduates, Caitlin Dizon for the girls team, Carly Miller and Sammy Young. And for the boys, it's Josh Guerra, Giancarlo Gamboni, Trent Whaley. Just continuing to eyeball it down the roster here. Ryland Bergen, Joey Sampagnaro, who got to see some playing time here today as well. Lucian Weimer, of course. And we talked about Ryland a little bit. We didn't get a chance to talk about it during the game, but he is somebody that came to you during the President's Week break and wanted to join the team.
Yes, he was a late bloomer. We were already a game or so into the season, and we definitely had a void in the long stick midi field, and it was great to bring a body in there to help us out and keep carrying us through the season.
Well, Paul, I want to thank you for joining us tonight. This was a lot of fun.
It was.
And so that will bring this to a close, bring the season to a close. Again, the Oak Stick Classic once again goes to the girls team. They take care of business tonight by a score of 6-5. Thank you so much for joining us all season. We look forward to more live streams next year here with Bella Vista Lacrosse and the Bella Vista Lacrosse channel. Want to say thanks again to Julie Tharlson, our camera operator,